talk us through this week. It seemed like maybe last weekend was a frustrating result. You statistically seem to be improving and just didn't get the points out of that game. What's been sort of the message and how you handled this week?
The message has stayed the same. We're not going to consume ourselves with the result. And we've talked about it before, when we've won games and we're not happy with the performance. So we're going to keep our eye on how we're performing, how we're growing, and is there any improvements in what we're doing. And if you look at, we travelled halfway across the country. We've gone up against a team full of very, very good players, and we've dominated the game. Now, we're not going to settle for that, but the fact that many pieces are starting to come together and we're starting to impose our way within the game is something that we're very excited about. And we know it's, again, this weekend, it's another big test, so we want to try and have something that we always want to build upon, and we feel like we're doing that each week now.
They're a little bit different team, I think, thanks to the trade.
Yeah.
Recently. What have you seen that they've added and maybe responded to having some new personnel in?
Absolutely. So they've added a couple of really good players between Haley Mace, Kristen Hamilton and Caitlin Rowland, and they've got Silva playing in there as well. She's doing a great job. So they're a big threat going forward, and they've got some good experience at the back, and Rowland's got obviously championship experience as well. So for us, I mean, it's the same as every game. We have to come in and we have to set the theme. We have to set the tempo at which we want to play and the direction we want this game to go in. So regardless of where these teams sit in the table, the most appealing thing about the NWSL is there's no such thing as an easy game, and like I said, if we want to get anything from this game, we got to perform, we got to do better than we did the week before, and we got to take care of the small little details that sometimes are been skipping us in the game.
We were speaking to Sinclair, and obviously she has a sibling on Kansas City and is one of two sets of sisters in the whole league. Just that dynamic and her coming from the soccer family, how much has that added to maybe not necessarily the decision to sign her, but that you kind of knew what you were getting when she showed up?
Yeah. So, I mean, I love that dynamic, and Sink's a wonderful addition. We're very pleased for her when she came in. We told her, it's going to be hard, but we'll absolutely give you the chance, and she took advantage of that, and she's come in and she performed very well and added to the group dynamic. And, I think when we go through our due diligence, the process we went through is she's from Kansas, so we know a lot of players that within the team knew her personally. Hugh Williams, who's the coach of the Kansas, is a very good friend of mine, coached her when she was younger, so everything checked out. And she's come in and she's been fantastic. So we're psyched, and as much as we love family to get along, I don't think it's Sunday we want them to be best friends.
Pretty simple question. You're about halfway through the season now. How's the team feeling? How you're doing? Where are you based on where you thought you would be at this time?
Yeah.
Can you give us a bit of a progress report?
Yeah, I mean, you can probably see, you can see the energy around the team. The players want to work. We literally have to just chase them off the field before we came over and did this. So that's something we're very pleased about. We're pleased about the application and the growth that they've shown both individually and collectively as a team. The fact that we're able to go into these games against a Washington, against an Orlando, and against Seattle, 3 games in a row, and impose ourselves is something we're very excited. We think that's testament to the work that these players have done since February 1st, and we think that the platform is there, and we just want to keep pushing on. We will not become consumed by the results of these games. We will not become consumed by the outcome. Everybody loves to win, and I more than anybody, but we can go for a very shallow victory, or we can go for winning in deep, which is going to be long term and will encourage the sustainability of this club and these players' careers.
And then I guess my last question is, can you give us an update on Addie and where she is? Does she have a season-ending injury? What is the prognosis?
So poor Addie's had a tough season, from back fractures to broken ankles, non-contact broken ankle, which is a bit of a rarity, quite honestly. She's had surgery. I think she's 4 weeks post-surgery. It's not season-ending at this point, but we're also not going to be rushing anything along and putting her in a position where she could, have a setback. It's a bummer. She was a major piece of what we're trying to do. She's a great piece of this team, and when she's ready, she'll be someone that we really look forward to having on the field again representing us.
Great.
Have you seen Gorp? Have you seen the public?
Yeah, I've only seen it on social media though. Fill me in.
He's the library summer reading mascot. So
I love it.
Players did a video with him. Do you have any impressions of Gorp?
Yeah, I think good talent, young, impressionable. Seems to want to show up everywhere. Doesn't hide, doesn't disappear. Full of confidence. So, maybe there might be some roster spot for him. But
what position?
What position? That's a good question. He's pretty reliable. Might have to just drop him right in the middle of the pitch. He seems to just pop up everywhere. Maybe lacks a little bit of discipline at times. So maybe an attacking midfielder like Yuki Nagasata. Lacks discipline, but very enthusiastic.